Hello.
真係有 follow 你啊！
Oh, thank you.
影相好靚。
Welcome to Tokyo, everyone. We have just landed at Tokyo International Airport, Haneda. The time here is now 8:28 in the evening, which is almost on schedule. Your crew would like to thank you for flying with Japan Airlines, a member of the World Alliance today. We look forward to serving you on board again soon. We wish you a pleasant evening here in Tokyo.
And it's new view, new angle. Same tiny room. We're back where it all started, at Tokyo Ginza. It feels like a full circle moment staying at this hotel in Tokyo. If you guys watched our very first Tokyo vlogs back in like 2022, we stayed here for like over a month, and it's good to be back at this hotel for one night. Tomorrow we'll be heading to Sapporo.
우와!
Airport. Thank you for flying with Japan Airlines, a member of the One World Alliance. The season of green is here in Hokkaido. Please take care of yourself and we wish you a very pleasant day.
The next stop is the Sapporo terminal. Please change here for the Namboku subway line or the Tokyo subway line.
We just arrived at Sapporo station and now we're gonna stay right across. Coffee on the right, ramen on the left. This is true.
Color in the arc of a wave, dripping off words that you say when the boat slows down. There's a break
landed at Hakodate Airport. We would like to thank you for flying this Hokkaido Air System, a member of the Oneworld Alliance.
Crossing the road.
Yeah, you can choose.
These are all the famous churches in Hakodate, all in one area, and then the iconic slope road. To go home. Maybe this one.
Okay, thank you.
We have a late night dessert courtesy of Family Mart. I picked up the Morinaga 40th anniversary limited edition milk ice bar with chocolate bits in it.
And I have a Family Mart cookies and cream popsicle from Hokkaido Milk.
Mine looks like a zebra.
Mine is half gone.
If you like the Dairy Queen chocolate dip cone, you will like this because it's got a lot of chocolate crunchy bits like woven into the vanilla ice cream, so it's got this like fun textural contrast. 8.9 out of 10.
7.3 out of 10.
競りの始まりを表すで僕たちも使っています。で、皆様、ご近所なまら満足朝の自由市場専門店、自由市場がどういう場所なのかを説明しながら少しだけ遠回りしていきます。10分ぐらいでしょうかね。はい、途中こうありがとうございます。
Cheers. Coffee and sushi.
Got my kombu, got my iced coffee. open on Google Maps, but in person they're closed. This is our backup plan because Yuhi Tea House was a total fail. This is Rokkatei. They're really famous for their sea views and cake, but I anticipate there's going to be a really long line because there's a lot of tourists who go to this location. All right, let's predict the queue. I say 1.5 hours.
Yeah, right.
Your destination is on the right.
Nah, we good. No one's even there.
off to return the car and grab a beer.
Meters. Your destination will be on the left.
We are having soup curry with squid tonight.
Yeah.
Or should we get one of each and try?
Soup is so spicy, it's bubbly.
Cars are restricted at certain times to go up Mount Hakodate, so we are taking our hotel's shuttle bus up to see the nighttime view.
南方も海に囲まれておりまして、風も強くてですね、天気も変わり。お戻りいただかないと置いていくしかなくなってしまうので、はい、お戻りいただくようにお願いいたします。
So for today's midnight snack, we have a variety of produce from the morning market. First, we have a little tray of sea urchin and 2 types of tuna. Normally we eat the sea urchin with rice and seaweed, but since we don't have any of that, I suddenly came up with the idea of pairing it with potato chips.
Either this will be a really good trend that we just started, or we'll wasted some good uni on these chips.
Let's try it out.
Cheers.
That's some good uni though. I think I'm gonna just eat the uni by itself because uni itself is really good and the potato chip
by itself
is a bit distracting. Okay, I'm gonna try this natural tuna.
It's copy time.
fish roe eggs that Vic is gonna eat straight out of the jar.
No fotos.
The wrong thing. I got coffee jelly instead of a crepe. We got our matcha cream lattes and we're gonna sit by the harbor. I wonder if these birds words actually like exist here. Back with another Hakodate midnight snack featuring some preservative-free fresh uni.
We uni eat uni in Hakodate.
Yeah, jokes. Here it is. The packaging is slightly different because it comes in 2 layers and the sea urchin is just floating in sea salt water. Whoa.
It's like a water filter.